It's that simple, my man.
Yep.
Evo, does that mean something?
Evolution.
Evolution, and
Yep.
they just short it to Evo.
Yes, it's just basically evolution tournament.
Now that started in California, you think?
It did start in
Okay.
California. It actually, I'm trying to remember, did that start in California? Yeah, it started in California and it moved to Vegas
Okay. So
because it's in Las Vegas now.
now, yeah.
And it's been in Las Vegas for a while.
How long has it been there, you think?
Oh, that I don't know.
Okay.
It was even before because I didn't start competing until 2009 when Street Fighter 4 came out. And that was kind of like a resurrection of fighting games because fighting games been dead for a while before the Street Fighter 4 came out.
Really?
Yeah, it was a drought. And at that time, I didn't even know that there were fighting game tournaments going on. I just played fighting games and played games in general.
Yeah.
Like platformers. Like my first console, really, Atari.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Dude,
saying?
I had an Atari. That was the jam, dude.
Yeah, I used to go to the arcades with my parents when I was a kid. So
Yeah.
I got it from them.
Did you play pinball growing up?
Yeah, of course. I played Pong, all that, Rampage, Joust, like the games that made your thumbs hurt.
Yeah,
like
dude.
they will never understand the struggle.
I used to have bruised thumbs growing up as a kid,
I
dude.
did. Like I had callus on my thumbs, like it was brutal.
Yeah.
And I remember being 5 years old playing on Moonwalker.
What's Moonwalker?
That was the Michael Jackson game. It came on arcade.
I didn't know that.
Yes, they had an arcade version of it. It was like Gauntlet. You know what I'm saying? It was a beat 'em up.
Yeah.
And like I got gaming from my parents.
Yeah, they were
You know
gamers.
what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh yeah. When they dated, they used to go to the arcade a lot. My mom was good at Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Like there was a story where that I have. And it's nothing really spectacular, but it was cool to me because of the fact that we went to Ameristar to eat, and they had an arcade in there, like the Tilt, and it was I think it was Mrs. Pac-Man. She scored so high, she calls it the Tilt. It just said Tilt all over the place on the screen. I did not know you could do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's like a little
and
Easter egg or something.
Yeah, she did that, and I was like, really? And I just said to myself, she still got it. 'Cause she hasn't played games in years, like, because, like, when we used to live, like, when my mom and dad, like, my dad was in the military, like, that was when my mom used to game a lot when we lived in overseas. And
what else are you gonna do?
yeah, and then not only that, I remember getting up for Saturday morning cartoons, and she be on the N64. I be wanting to play, you know what I'm saying? And that's where it really came from, and I'm not ashamed of it. I always tell everybody, like, because there's some people that get like this negative outlook in America, because it's different. Like in Korea, like they actually have universities where they teach you how to go esports.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they applaud that.
What do you mean go esports?
Like basically they'll train you how to be a pro gamer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they have universities out there, and it's like here it's a stigmatism. Like, okay, when you get to a certain age, you need to stop playing games. You're too old.
Yeah.
And I'm a big kid at heart.
Yeah.
So, and it's never gonna go away.
Right.
I'll be 80 years old still pushing buttons. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's fun because, it's not only a stress reliever, but it's also fun to me.
Yeah.
And even though, games evolve, so it's not really technically for kids. I'm going to be honest with you, to people listening to this podcast, if you really want to talk about games are for kids, then you look at the price tag.
Yeah, I mean, kids can't afford those.
Yeah, kids can't afford that.
What's a game cost? $60, $70?
Yeah, $60.
Yeah,
that's
$60.
just that's like the average. I remember when games was like $20.
Yeah.
Like Nintendo. Like Nintendo games was $20.
Yeah, dude. I remember when they started hitting that 40, 50 price range with like PS2 came around, started jumping up.
PlayStation, I think, was on the brink of doing that, raising the prices, and Dreamcast.
Yeah, Dreamcast.
But yeah, and then some of them came with like the Rumble pack. So
yep. Oh, that Rumble pack was
with the Star Fox. When you bought Star Fox on the 64, you got the Rumble pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, 64 was a really good system. It was one of my favorite systems.
Yeah. People don't know, man. Like, everybody's so used to the controller just vibrating. Like, that used to be like an add-on. Like, with 64.
Yeah, exactly. And then when it started being built in vibrating, I was like, oh, this is cool. And remember when the PlayStation, I think it was like the first batch, it was like video. It could play movies.
Yeah, DVDs.
Yeah. We didn't get it we ended up not getting that one. I was disappointed.
Oh, really?
Because we got the PlayStation when it first came out, but we just didn't get the batch.
Oh, okay.
So I was disappointed in that. But yeah,
Hold on, because I might be mistaken. So the first set of PlayStations didn't play movies, and then they came out with another iteration that did?
No, the first PlayStation, like the PlayStation 1,
right.
There was a batch that was, they didn't intend for it to play DVDs, but there were some people got lucky and they could play DVDs.
Oh.
It wasn't supposed to do that.
Really?
And I even found out with the Dreamcast, if you, there's some software, you have to use like a blank disc. And you can actually format it to play movies.
Oh, I didn't know
that.
Yeah,
you could hack it. Yeah.
Dreamcast was that thing that, like, I'm sure a lot of systems, like, they come around, you think it's going to be the next thing, and then it just doesn't take off.
What, with Dreamcast?
Yeah.
Dreamcast was actually good.
It was good. It had some dope games.
Some people didn't like it. Like, Power Stone was one of my favorite. And
there's a fighting game for Dreamcast that was really good.
Ready to Rumble boxing?
No, it was.
I like that though.
I like Ready to Rumble. Yeah, dude. Oh, I didn't play that until actually N64.
Oh, okay. I actually still have a Dreamcast brand new in a box.
Oh, do you?
Because see, my parents bought two of everything.
Mm.
So it was 2 64s, 2 PlayStations, 2 PS2s.
They dropped some dough.
Yeah, it was, and 2 Dreamcasts, but I played the Dreamcast mostly. They didn't even bother to open it.
Oh, okay.
So, but I told her, like, because I already got my own spot and everything, and I just moved recently, and I was like, I want all that. Don't get rid of none of that.
Yeah.
But back to Evo, though. Yeah, it did start in California.
Yeah, you're saying it's grassroots.
And I'm actually going there this weekend to compete in Samurai Showdown. It's the latest fighting game that came out. And basically, it's for money. It's for $30,000. That's the pot bonus.
Is there a buy-in?
Like what you mean?
Like you have to pay to enter into
you have to pay. Yes, yeah, pay in. Yeah, you do pay a registration fee. Like it's gotten expensive. Like it used to be. I remember when I went to Evo, starting like 2010. That's when I went because 2009 I was competing, but I didn't make it to Evo.
You're a decade into competing.
Yeah, so it was. You just paid your fee. Your entry fee to get your pass for the 3 days because it's basically Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay.
Excuse me. And then as it got bigger, because now there's this game called Street Fighter V. Mm-hmm. Well, Street Fighter 4 was doing the Pro Tour. That's the game that the Pro Tour game that started having the Pro Tour was Street Fighter 4 as they updated the game later to like Arcade Edition 2012 and Ultra. Capcom put in a bunch of money, and the tournaments that normally they came from grassroots, they were in the circuit, so they were Pro Tour events. That's what they called them. And if you won a ranking one, you just earn a lot of points. But if you run a premier event, you automatically qualify for the Capcom Cup Pro Tour tournament.
Oh,
it's called Capcom Cup, and it's in December. And you actually qualify. You basically compete for $250,000.
Yeah. So those are kind of like regional level type things, if you will. It's like it's like if you win this region, then you go to like the national.
And you earn so many points too. So if you go to the ranking events, you earn points.
Yeah.
So and they keep track of your stats, and you see where level you're at.
Yeah.
And that's how it works. But if you won a premier event, you don't have to go to no tournament. You can literally just fall back. But some people like get points because it was like a seeding thing. If because you still earn points as you competed.
Yeah.
Even though, and some people like that's a different conversation because they would gatekeep and like somebody trying to compete, they would lose to the person that won a premier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there was really no
playing the system.
Yeah, you couldn't get blacked out if you won a premier. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Basically, you could still go to tournaments and compete. You weren't
you weren't
barred.
like allowed. Yeah.
Yeah, and
so that kind of sucks though for other people, right?
Yeah, it does. And it was but it was like whatever. But now as it gotten bigger. Long story short, Evo it's in the Mandalay Bay.
Mm-hmm.
So the finals where you have to pay an extra ticket, which is like $100. The 2 tickets cost like $120.
Just to go watch?
Yeah, just to go watch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's gotten that big now. And tickets now, like, and I shouldn't have waited. I don't know why. Because I didn't think I was going to go with me moving.
Yeah.
But tickets now, like, the early birds, they do have early birds, to be fair. So you have a chance to get the discount.
Yeah.
And it was like, I think it was like $49.
Still $50.
At what point? Yeah.
Yeah.
And for the pass, and that's just to compete. And then it's $10 per game. Also, they do certain lineups. It's not every game because they have time constraints.
Yeah.
For the first time, I think ever, Guilty Gear Revelation. Well, it evolved, but Guilty Gear was like always like one of the games at Evo for the most part, from what I remember. But it didn't make the cut. So now it's Mortal Kombat 11, Samurai Showdown, Tekken 7, Ultimate Smash Brothers, the newest one.
Okay.
Under Night Birth, that's a anime fighter, and that's pretty much it. And I could be missing one, but I think that was it.
And those are just the fighting games that are there.
Yeah, it's just a fighting game tournament. Now,
okay,
they do
there's
have,
only fighting games.
Yeah, this is only fighting games. They do have side tournaments that you can enter.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll have CVS2, I believe. They'll have ST Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be people from all over the world.
Yeah.
Like coming from Japan, Peru, Europe,
Mm-hmm.
Australia,
China,
like everywhere, like Mexico. And it's a good thing with the fighting game community because we all speak the same language and pushing buttons.
Yeah.
And
brings people together.
We all, and there's like some, not to get too deep into negativity, but it has its cons.
Yeah. Some ego and stuff.
Yeah, and there's a lot of other stuff too. But the thing about this with the fighting game community I love is that we all share the same passion. And to be realistic, 80% of the people that enter tournaments, they're not really that serious. It's really only like a few percent.
Yeah.
But they love competing.
Yeah,
like they just love, it's just fun. You be with your friends, and then eating is the best part.
Yeah.
Because I just was hitting up my friends before I was on my way here. Like, I have two simple questions. Where are we going to eat and what are we drinking?
Yeah.
That's it.
Bro, I love watching, I love following you on social because you're always eating at, these dope places. Especially because I'm a foodie myself. I love... There's so many places here in St. Louis to eat alone. We have such a good culinary scene, and you're always hitting up these little spots. I'm like, oh, let me add that to my list. Let me add that to my list.
Yes,
dude, you know all the good little spots.
Yeah, and some of them it's from my friends word of mouth.
Yeah, that's the best way.
He put me on to Olive. That's kind of like a China Koreatown, if you will call it.
Yeah.
When you go down 170, make a left on
Olive, dude. They got a whole bunch of stuff
they got
there.
dim sum. I didn't even. One of my best friends put me on. He was like, "Yo, this is dim sum place."
Oh, you didn't know that all that stuff was over there?
No, I had no clue, and I had dim sum before. I was in Chicago in Chinatown, and I had that.
Yeah.
And soup dumplings are so good. Have you ever had one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just bursting your mouth
of
flavor and the heat. It's so good. I burned my mouth a few times, but it was worth it.
Dude, get it when it's hot.
Yeah, but I'm going to be looking forward to that, just competing. And I haven't competed in a while because I've been dealing with other stuff.
Yeah.
Because I was doing programming for Launch Code. It's a free course that you could take to learn Java.
Yeah, I had a couple friends in that.
And it's brutal, but it's worth it. It pays off.
It's free, but it's super, it's heavily, I mean, it's an intensive workload.
Yeah, it's very intensive, and it was 2 classes per week, every week, and
it's 16 weeks, right? Or was it 8 weeks?
I believe it was 16.
16,
and
right?
You had Unit 1, 2, 3, and 4, because the first was Python, then it was web development, and then it was after that it was either Java or C# or C++. No, it was C#.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was only 3 units.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the next step you could do the what was that? I forgot what it was. It was the apprenticeship program.
Mm-hmm.
It was something where you could. It was like a capstone project. They teach you how to get your project together and whiteboarding and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I still need to work on my project,
Mm-hmm.
but now that I got settled, I can actually focus on it. I'm actually going to do that when I get back from competing this weekend. But
also, you're going to go into coding. Is that the plan?
Yeah, that's what my plan is to be a programmer because that's somewhat the new wave. They need to put bodies in these positions because nobody wants to do it. It's getting to the point that just giving it to you for free.
Yeah, they are.
Because you used to pay, and the thing is, you get hands on. You earn a certificate and everything, and then once you finish your project and you get interviewed, they put you in a pool.
Yeah.
And that's how you can get placed. And you got to earn your way in to get a full-time position, but it's a paid apprenticeship.
Right.
And
free education.
Yeah, it's free education. Why not? Even if you're not in computers, I would say give it a try. Because the worst thing you can do is just drop out, you don't pay
Which
anything.
a lot of people do.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people drop out of that program.
It's life. People have families. They can't help it. And some people just want to learn. And they're already programmers, but they want to learn Python because they never did Python.
Yeah.
So.
I got a buddy who's a programmer I should hook you up with. He tried to get me into programming like forever ago. I'm just like, dude, I just don't see the world that way. Because like the way for every problem he has a programming solution for it. I'm just like, I don't know. My mind doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I would like to hook up with him.
Yeah,
and see about that.
I'll have to I'll have to connect you with him.
Okay, that's cool.
Dude, so you started a decade ago doing these fight tournaments. Like back then, what was the scene like?
Man, the scene here, I could tell you how it kicked off. It was 2009, Street Fighter 4 comes out. And this was when Hollywood Video was still around.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? The Game Crazy.
Yeah.
So there were 2 tournaments. There was one for GameStop because that was a national tournament. Like if you got so far, you actually got flown out. I forgot where, but you were able to compete on the main stage. And I entered the tournament for GameStop, and at the time, I was playing on controller. And I played on I used to play on the arcade, but it's been a while, so I wasn't used to it, so I was still playing on controller. But I didn't do so good in that, and I played. I think I picked Vega because he was a cool character. He's my favorite character since Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and I went to Game Crazy, and that's when I met the people I know now, and some of them I'm friends with and acquaintances. Like I remember it was these 2 brothers. They were the Sun brothers, Alan's son and Glenn's son, and they was quiet. Alan was quiet, and he played Ryu, and his brother played Chun-Li, Glenn. So I'm sitting here like, wow, they're doing good, and you had to use fight sticks. They had these small Street Fighter 4 fight sticks to like promote with the game. And I was like, okay, they're doing their thing. And I think I went like 0-2 or something like that, 1-2. I didn't do so high. But anyway, Allen ended up winning that.
Trash, bro.
So he ended up winning that, right? And I was like, okay. And then it was like, we're going to have a tournament at this place called Ogre's Game Store. It was a card shop on Fifi Road.
Okay.
And before I knew it, it just hit from there. Like, it was like over 30-some people in at the tournament. Come to find out, I found out that St. Louis was known for Tekken history.
Oh, really?
Yeah, St. Louis was like, basically St. Louis and along with the Midwest, we were like the best in Tekken tag at one point.
Oh.
Actually one of the best, like if not the best Eddie player in Tekken. He's from here. His name is Slips. That's what he goes by.
Yeah.
He's actually going to be getting back in competing. So he's actually going to be going to Evo, actually.
Okay, a little hiatus.
So, old school. Like, these people were around before I came.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even know all this was popping in St. Louis at the time.
Dude, I didn't know any of this was even going. Like, I remember, I knew gaming was a thing, and I knew people competed, and, like, almost pick a game, pick a system. There's probably, like, a circuit out there, people competing.
Right.
But, like, when we were talking about it, because for the folks listening, like, we used to work together at Express Scripts.
Right.
And, like, you open my eyes to just like all these different tournaments, and I'm just like, you can make how much money doing tournaments? I'm like, bro, why are you even working here? You could just be gaming like all the time.
Just to clear it out, like fighting games was like I said, and it's funny to win that. To me, that was a lot of money because I actually won a tournament in Chicago. I won Frosty Faustings, and that's an annual tournament that's usually like around the wintertime in Chicago, and I won that. And I won $1,000. But to me, it was cool to me to win that for doing something that I enjoy and love to do.
Exactly.
But when you looking at like $3 million,
I'm
just like I'm playing the wrong game.
How old was that kid that won $3 million?
Fortnite. Oh, he was like 16.
Like 16?
Yeah, 15 or 16. And then like 50th place got $100K.
Dude, 50. I mean, how many millions of people are on that platform?
See, the thing is that like those are thousands. You have to think. I don't know the exact number, but you got to think it's probably thousands of people that entered that tournament.
Yeah.
And like depending on the tournament you go to, there are caps. But still, you can even get a lot of money because of the sponsors.
Yeah,
they're just throwing money at the tournament. But it's a lot more stuff into a detail. But I don't know like the logistics of it and everything. But yeah, man, like, yeah, that's how it kicked off with me competing here, and it's still going strong now. There were times where it'd be kind of quiet depending on the game.
Yeah.
Like Street Fighter Five, like usually from when I came in, it was a Street Fighter community, mostly a Capcom community.
Mm-hmm.
The 3D community, it kind of was. It never disappeared because there were people still active. It just wasn't as big because, and what I mean by it is specifically is when we had our local tournaments monthly, it would be more entrants for the Capcom games than for the Namco, Tekken games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Is based off popularity?
Yeah, basically. Because the
Okay.
thing is, 3D games are a little bit more complex than 2D games.
Yeah.
Not to take away the fact that there's no complexity in 2D games, but you got to deal with the fact that you can sidestep,
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and you got wave dashing and other properties of the game, and you got to basically do certain combos on certain characters because it goes off of like an axis system.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're like at a certain position where doing a combo, they could fall out of the combo and you could drop it.
Yeah.
So that's why most people like lean towards, at least from my perception, So
They lead towards the 2D stuff because it's a little.
and then 2D stuff was like, it's a little bit of nostalgia. It came out first because 3D games came out later.
Yeah.
Nostalgia
goes a long way.
Yeah, it doesn't, but sometimes you can get blinded by that.
That's true.
So, I mean.
Yeah. So you're doing Samurai Showdown? You're not going to do Tekken?
No. You have to dedicate a lot of time in Tekken. Like,
Yeah.
I have the game. I tried playing. They actually have a character I like, Fang, but it's just, no. That you have to literally dedicate. You have to practice movement first.
Yeah.
Before you can even get your combos down. Because there's this thing called Korean backdash where you basically it's like repeatedly do down, back, down, back, down, back.
Uh-huh.
But I would have to show you if I had my fight stick. But you literally have to, it makes the character look like they're moving and sidestepping. But if you do it in a fluid motion, they're doing this.
Ah.
Yeah. And that's how, but you could mess up your wrist.
Yeah, I mean, just the mechanics of that physically, just like the muscle memory.
Oh,
and like
yeah.
the dexterity in your
you
hands.
can get an injury. Like there's these certain characters. Like I don't know if you remember in Tekken Devil Jin.
Mm-mm.
Like, have you played Tekken before?
Yeah, dude, I used to love to. Is Devil Jin was he like
he had the
robot?
wings. Well, remember the Mishimas like Hitachi, Jin. That big family. They kind of, the two characters that look like Kazuya, they kind of look similar, and they had like the pointy hair. You'll know he wore the purple suit.
I got my computer right here, bro.
Yeah.
Let me just.
You're gonna have to check it out.
Let's pull up some Tekken people right now.
Yeah. So there's this Qdons was he's actually still playing, but he's a Korean Tekken player.
Uh-huh.
He's considered like the best Mishima player, and he actually hurt his wrist for wave dashing because that's what that character can do, and you can mess up your wrist doing that. So he had to get surgery. He was out for a while.
Oh, wow.
And everything.
Yeah, man. I mean, just repetitive stress injuries.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm. That's the reason why I don't play. Like, I used to play hours. Like,
it's hard on the body.
Oh, yeah. We were crazy, man. Like, I was working 2 jobs then, and we used to, like, have hookups with, like, over 20 people. People came from Kansas City.
Yeah.
And we used to grind it out. Like, I had to be at work in, like, 6 in the morning? Man, I got 3 hours of sleep. I'm on nice energy drink. And we were just grinding it out, trying to get good.
Yeah.
Like, we was representing our region, and I was traveling out a little bit more because I wanted to get good,
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Dude, we actually have a mutual friend, and I think it's just through gaming. Keat, I don't know Keat's last name. Asian guy.
Keat?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Are you serious?
Yeah, he does jiu-jitsu at my gym.
Yeah, I know he does jiu-jitsu.
He's one of the nicest people in the whole fucking world. Man, that dude is so cool.
He was
the
one that
makes amazing egg rolls.
Yeah, he was the one that used to host us.
Oh, really?
O'Fallon. Yeah, we used to play at his house, spend the night in the basement. And I think it was his dad that made the sticky rice.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, we would be pushing buttons. And as soon as he announced sticky rice is ready, we drop everything. And, like, those were great memories, man. Like,
yeah.
Like, I love it. Did you find it?
Yeah, so I got some. So who are we looking at?
Yeah, type in Devil Jin.
Oh, Devil Jin?
Yeah, just type in Devil Jin for Tekken. And that'll be the character, yeah. Yep, that's him. That's the character that Q-Don's played.
Okay.
And yeah, it's like
I know that guy.
it's a lot of you'd be surprised at the lore with like the players. Like you have to be really into it. Like it'd be some like legendary matches that it may not be big mainstream wise, but
in the
it's
community.
something. Yeah, it's something special about the community when you witness stuff like that. Like there's a there was one of the legendary matches where you heard of Street Fighter Third Strike.
No.
Yeah, this was a Street Fighter that had a parry system in it, and you could it basically like in Street Fighter you had the traditional fireballs being thrown and everything. Well, in this game you could still throw fireballs, but you could parry them.
Okay.
And it didn't really, it was pointless to throw a fireball, basically.
This came out in 99.
Yeah, and what you did was when the attack, just before it hit you, you had to hit forward on the pad or the stick. And that's how you parried it.
Oh.
So it gave you an advantage, too, because you could parry and punish them for it. But you had to make, like...
Timing had to be on.
Yeah, oh, yeah, you had to time it. But long story short, though, about Daigo is that there was this match between Daigo and Justin Wong. Daigo played Ken. Justin Wong played Chun-Li. Daigo had no life. So he had like this much, and he tried to chip him out with Chun-Li's super. And because with Chip, if you don't have no life, you die.
Yeah.
But he parried all her super. Like she did multiple kicks and attacks. That's what her super was. And he parried all of that. And he came back and won the round.
Wow.
Yeah, it's on video actually.
What is it?
It's just put Daigo Perry. Just type Daigo Perry.
How you spell Daigo?
Daigo.
First one that came.
Yep.
So this Daigo Full Parry Classic from 2010.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That was it. Yeah, it's on. Yeah, he's in the Guinness Book of World Records
UVO
and
moment
Wikipedia.
37.
Mm-hmm. He's on Wikipedia too.
Let's watch this real quick.
Yeah, he's from Japan.
These guys are going after it right now.
Yeah, that's Ken right there in the white. And that's Daigo playing Ken. See, that was the parry right there. He parried again, yeah.
Yeah, because he has like no life right now.
Yep, none. Now watch.
What?
Yeah, that was sick.
Oh! Shut up.
Yep.
Oh, the whole crowd is going insane.
Oh, yeah. And that's the FGC right there.
Oh,
And that's what I love about
awesome.
it, the hype, man.
And in that moment, that dude is a god.
Yeah. And what's funny is he's actually the best Street Fighter player in the world. And actually what's funny is I actually almost beat him.
Yeah.
In Ohio. Our video is actually, our match is on YouTube. It's German Luger versus Daigo. And I almost beat him. I lost 2-1. And that was like my second big tournament out of it was my second big, like, major tournament. And
this right here? 8 years.
Yep, that's me.
How'd you come up with German Luger?
I'll tell you after the match, yeah.
Oh, you got 32,000 views on this bad boy.
Oh, yeah.
Where's he from?
He's from Japan.
Okay.
Yep,
And
he flew all the way from Japan to Ohio.
He's just in dead foot what you are, too. You guys are fucking focused.
Oh, yeah, you got to be, man. Like, the thing about it is it's like chess. Like,
yeah.
It's like chess or with anything you compete in, you got to remain focused.
100%. So, and they give you these, like, these...
the fight sticks?
Yeah, your controller here.
Oh, no, I bought that.
So so this is your own
yeah, that's our own, yeah,
configuration here. Like
yeah, that's us, yeah. Because they that came out when that was a Street Fighter 4 arcade, Street Fighter 4 arcade stick by Mad Cats.
Okay. So is there a concern with people like putting in certain mods on their
yeah,
there
is a concern. The thing about it is, it's like if you put in a converter. Well, I don't know this 100% sure. I think it was all speculation. Like some people have modded sticks.
Yeah.
That could give them. Well, actually, no. I take that back. Some people have modded sticks to where it gives them an advantage.
Yeah.
Like there was this one player where he could easily do his ultra by adding an additional button.
Oh.
And sometimes there was a controversy where there's this new device called a hitbox. and it doesn't have a stick like a traditional stick. It's just nothing but buttons. Yeah, and when you get a chance one day, just look up Hitbox, and it gives you the advantage because really, like if you're really good on a keyboard, like you can literally like it makes inputs easier.
Yeah, I mean it's just
You're just doing this and execution.
It's less all of this.
I've been told that you can execute. Your execution is a lot better.
I figured that. I mean, the fewer the movements, the better, right? I mean.
And it's just like there was some controversy about that. Also, too, button mapping. Also, you can even make it to where you can put like light kick and light punch the same, something like that. I'm just putting configurations together. If you hit that instead of just hitting two buttons at the same time, you can hit one.
Put it in one.
But they allow it though.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, as long as you're not using the turbo button.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do they, whenever you enter these tournaments, do they look at your sticks?
No, they don't. Nope. You just basically bring it in. It's all for morale.
So you won round one there.
Yeah, I won that. Like it was crazy, man. Like, and I wasn't even nervous. It was just like I just played my game.
Yeah, dude. Now, hit that flow state.
Yeah, I remember you asked me about how I got my name. So I used to live in Germany.
Yeah.
And also too, I like shooters. Even though I wasn't playing shooters at that time, but I've grown to play like Halo and Call of Duty on later.
Yeah.
And I like it. I was like, okay, it was my Xbox Live tag.
Okay.
My gamer tag.
It just stuck with you.
And I was like, and also I'm a hip hop head, so there was this group from Germany that produced called Snow Goons, and their first album was German Lugers. So it was an ode to that. And to me, liking shooting games because it was a gun, and I used to live in Germany. So that's how it came together. One person actually understood it. Somebody sent me a random message on Xbox Live, and he was from the Netherlands, and he just typed Snow Goons with a question mark. And I was like, yeah, I like German Lugers. And he was like, yeah, I like Black Snow. That was that second album.
Okay.
So one person got it. But
Snow Goons, huh?
Yeah, my friend, he used to give me
I'll have to check them out.
Yeah, he used to give me flack for like why you can't just be Luger? It's kind of redundant, German Luger. And I was like, no, that's how I want to keep it that way.
Yeah,
you know what
man,
I'm saying?
It's unique to you.
I was like, yeah, and I used to live there. Now, a little funny story about my name, my gamer tag, is that there's this guy, Alex Valle, really good Street Fighter player. He's actually going to be at EVO this weekend.
Okay.
Old school. I played him online. That's how I got acquainted with him as a player.
You're coming back right here, bro.
Yeah.
You won that round too?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy, man.
How does that? So you just won the first two rounds. How did you not beat him?
Well, basically, it's 2 out of 3. So it's 2 out of 3 rounds, but you also got to win 2 matches. You see what I'm saying? So
okay, so is it?
See, Daigo won 1. See, he beat me twice. See, these rounds right here, that's 2 out of 3.
Okay.
So he won the first match. See, he also got to win again to put me in losers or eliminate me.
Okay.
So I'm at 0 right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm still trying to come back.
Huh.
And I think this was this might have been one where I actually won. Because I haven't watched this video in a while.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you were saying something.
Yeah, but actually, so Alex Valle, I got acquainted with him online, and we was playing matches because the online scene was actually pretty popular with Street Fighter 4 at one point because there was this person, Panda X Game, and I think it was somebody else, Peaceful J. I think it was Peaceful J first doing it, where they were streaming like 8-man, like a open lobby. So it'd be like some old school top players, even like new generation coming in, and the guy be streaming, and we all just play online. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Valle was in there, and then we did a first to 5, and I played him, and it was like good games or whatever. When I finally met him, he was like, "You're black?" Because of my gamer tag.
Yeah.
He wasn't expecting me to be black.
Just so shocked.
And it was funny though, but no, he's a cool cat.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, man, that's pretty much.
How long did you live in Germany for?
Oh, I've lived there. Like, well, see, I first lived in England.
Yeah.
And then
I know you bounced around a lot with your parents being in the military.
Yeah,
right?
my dad was in the Air Force. So preschool, I left St. Louis when I was 2. And I went to overseas in England like second grade when I was when I think I was hitting preschool. I'm sorry, preschool. So I started preschool in England, and I can't even remember when I started living in Germany. I think it was when I got to the first grade.
Okay.
And then since then, all the way to the fifth grade.
Oh, so
and then I was there for a minute.
About 5 years.
Yeah, I was there for a minute in overseas, and I miss it. If I was 18, I would have stayed. I never would have left.
That's a hell of an experience, man. I mean, just the different
especially
culture.
as a kid, and that's part of the reason why I'm a foodie.
Part, yeah.
And that's part of the reason why I'm a foodie now is because of the fact that, this was the match that I won. But that's part of the reason why I'm a foodie now, because I was open to different things.
Yeah.
Like, and I did eat the traditional fast food on base, but we went out to the village and tried different stuff. Like, that's why I like gyros so much.
Dude, that's one of my favorite foods. It's so hard to find a good gyro.
Yeah. Oh, Gyro House is good.
Where are they at?
Oh, that's in the Loop.
Okay.
Yeah, I posted something like Gyro House. Like, I highly recommend going to Gyro House.
I have to check it out. I found 3 really good gyros in this city that I absolutely love.
What's the name of them?
So one is Angelo's Chicago Taste.
Where's that at?
So there's one on Lindbergh. It's Lindbergh and McDonald, like over there by Boeing.
Really?
It's like in a little strip there, right next to the Boeing store, actually. I love them. There's actually a little Mediterranean place here. I can't think of the name, but it's actually here in Westport. Where am I at? Yeah, Westport Plaza. There's actually a Mediterranean.
Really?
Yeah, they have actually really good gyros. And then the other one I found is I really wish I could think of the name, but it's on Lindbergh again, but it's all the way in like South County.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to try that one, the Mediterranean one.
Yeah, man. It's right here at it's like a little shop. Like, I guess if you're going to
'cause I'm hungry.
You know where Fuzzies is?
Yeah.
It's like right across from them.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. There's another what else? Trying to think what else is really, really good.
Dude, you gave him the fucking business though, dude.
Oh, I did, man. Like and I actually had an ego off of that. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, come on, man. It's Daigo.
One of the best in the world, bro.
Yeah, I
you just
almost
held
beat
your own.
him.
If that doesn't give you confidence.
Like, I actually got my name like in the fighting game community because of that match.
Yeah.
Like, and some people still talk about it. Well, at the time, there was a time where even after so long it happened, some people were still talking about it, and it was
That's
really
gotta feel good.
Yeah, it was really it made me feel good because of the fact that like I could go to a tournament and play, right, and not even because I always introduce myself as Cameron.
Mm-hmm.
I always introduce myself. I never go by my gamer tag really. And some people would ask me, like, are you German Luger? And I was like, yeah. And it's like, oh, yeah, your Vega's really good, bro. I saw you almost beat Daigo. Like, it was insane. Like, it was really cool. Like I love it, man. And then, like this right here, like, is really – it's something special to me because I met friends not just in St. Louis but throughout across the country.
The whole world.
Like, I got friends, like, in Cali.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember you like traveling various times whenever I was still in MCC, and like you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go stay at my friends like in Cali or like in Vegas or like in Oregon or
like it was actually Seattle, Washington.
Yeah, that's what it was, Seattle.
And we share a hotel, but I met different people. We shared the same interests. And it's not just with gaming, but, we just chill. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, there's still a human connection there.
Yeah, and that's what it's about, really, like with the fighting game community. It's more than just playing games and pushing buttons. Yeah. It's like unity. And like I said, it's not all unity. There's certain factions, favoritism, stuff like that. But, it's with any community.
That's just humans being humans.
Yeah, humans being humans, man. Yeah, it's like with the job and everything. But, like I said, I was just linking up with my friends from San Francisco, San Jose. Yeah. Like, what we eating, what we drinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, and, I'm about to run into somebody I'm cool with from England. He's about to come over to Vegas because I haven't seen him in a minute. Yeah. Because he's across the water.
And you met them through gaming.
Yeah, met him through gaming, man. Like, it's all cool. Like, and, we share the hype and everything. The salt is the best. Like, when people get salty, like, I'm going to tell you right now, real talk, it's just like with any sport, like NBA, I cried when I lost. There was a point where this was during the time I was trying to improve my game, and I'm still improving because I'm still playing, but I was trying to get out of pools. Like, that's half the battle. The way the format works in tournaments is that you have pools. Yeah. There are 16 people to each pool. only 2 can get out.
Gotta get out of the pool to get to like the big bracket.
Yeah, to get to top 32, top 16, and top 8. And if it's like Evo, it's gonna be like top 128,
Yeah.
top 64,
It's gonna be huge.
something like that. But the thing is that I was this close. I was actually in losers finals because they do it to where you make it to winners finals, and it's 2 out of 3, and you win to get out. So I was in losers finals, and I was always at this point to where I would get close, but never get just break that, just break it to where I just make it out. And it was I went against Dom Dai. He was a ST player, really good T-Hawk player from New York, and he played Ken in Street Fighter 4. And I was up. I was match point, and I just lost it.
You got too confident.
You can't. I don't know what it was. I think I was focusing too much on the fact that I could get out of pools.
Yeah.
He beat me, and I just slammed my hand on the fight stick.
Dude, it's
I went to the hotel room. I was in tears, and I never thought I'd cry over a video game, but it's different when you're competing and you really give a damn.
Yeah.
Because, I'm telling you, if you're on the outside and you don't understand, and even then you should, because if you're competing anything else, especially if you're competitive, like you used to do MMA.
Yeah, man.
Anybody plays sports.
Yeah, if you have that competitive edge. And
the competitive edge, you can relate to that.
Yeah, man.
And people think, oh, it's just a game. Trust me, when you care, you got palms sweating. I'm telling you.
It's serious, man.
I was just telling my girlfriend earlier today, I'm excited for Evo because she going with me. She wants to see how I get down
this
because
is her first time experiencing this whole thing.
Yes. And the thing is that I miss the palm sweating, the nerves, the trash talk, all that. People getting hyped, man. We from Cali, stuff like that. I'm representing Midwest. You know what I'm saying?
And it's all good fun.
Yeah, it's all good fun, and that's what I miss, and I cannot wait to embrace that.
That's dope. That's dope.
There's a saying with Samurai Showdown, embrace death. That's actually the motto, because it's a samurai. You know what I'm saying? You got to embrace death, because the thing is, that game, just to break it down, to minimalize it, not to go too deep, but if you got to make a decision and commit to it, because I have this motto myself: if you play shy, you die. You can't be conservative. You got to go in, make your moves, attack accordingly, analyze the situation, but you got to be quick about it.
Hesitation kills, man.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing I like about Samurai Showdown. I tried giving Street Fighter 5 a chance, and it was just not my flow. But 4 was more my flow because I could actually, play, and I could express my personality in the game. But Samurai Showdown is really going to be that game.
It's always a little frustrating whenever they change the game up. Whenever they come out the next one, you're just like, why did you do that?
Oh yeah, I had so I had woes about that. So with Street Fighter 4, they did Street Fighter 4, just Street Fighter 4. Then they came out with Super. Then they came out with Arcade Edition. Then they came out with Arcade Edition 2012, and then they came out with Ultra. So with each of these games, they do balance patches. So I played Vega. I was a specialist, and what a specialist is that you only play one character.
Okay.
That was the term that people use in fighting games, specialists. And it was a lot of specialists in Street Fighter 4 because this is how deep it was with specialists. People would compare my Vega to the ones in Cali. There was a NorCal Vega, there was a SoCal Vega. There was an East Coast Vega named Zeus.
Oh wow.
There was a Chicago Vega he went by Nick. There was a Mateo. He was somewhere from the East Coast. We were all specialists with that character. Then you had C Viper. That was the new character that never been in Street Fighter history. That was a new character they added. Oh. So you had Latif. You had Wolf Crone. You had some other Vipers, Crizzle, you had he was from NorCal.
Yeah.
We were specialists. You had people that only played Ryu. You had people that only played Abel. You know what I'm saying?
It's deep, man.
And you got your name, even though the thing was, most of the people that won played multiple characters or the broke characters that had all the tools that help you win if you was good already.
Yeah.
But it was something special at that time because all of us played the same character, but we all played different.
Yeah.
I was more of a rush down.
Yeah.
I like throwing. I like grabbing you with a Kara throw. And what a Kara throw is that with my character at least, if you hit the kick button at the same time, if you pianoed the kick into the throw, your character will move forward and have a greater distance in throwing you.
Okay.
So a normal throw, you don't move. But if you did a Kara throw, my character will actually move forward.
Yeah, I get you. There's like momentum there.
Yeah, and Ken, he had one where his range was extended. So that's basically what it was. And, like, we all played different. Like, Zeus, he was lame. He was a lame Vega player. Like, he would just sit there and hold down back.
Yeah.
And he'd get a life lead. He wouldn't even do anything.
That's lame.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
that's like camping in, like, Call of Duty or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and the thing is, it's just like, the one thing I also learned with fighting games, too, that I could say, not only just with being a specialist, but you learn discipline. You can actually learn a lot about yourself when you compete.
Yeah.
Because it has taught me patience, because you have to have discipline. Like, you got to learn from your losses, analyze your faults. And it's kind of like with life, you fail, you got to look at yourself.
100%.
You got to improve. And some of my friends and I talked about that, like, Street Fighter or competing, like, it kind of like, transition to everyday life.
Yeah.
If you look at it like that, because of the fact that, you can't, like, in life, you got to make a decision and just go for it and don't worry about the what ifs. You got to commit.
Yeah.
It's just like in the match when you playing, because I'm going to tell you what, the successful people, they say successful people are the ones that take risk. In gaming, the people that win tournaments, they're the ones that take risk.
Yeah.
And I've seen it firsthand. They don't play conservative. They don't overthink stuff. They go for it.
They just do.
Yeah, they just do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I got out of competing in fighting games, not just playing them. Because when I played them, I'm telling you, my eyes was wide open to a whole bunch of stuff I didn't even think of, like footsies, and that's very broad. There's actually a book about that by Sonic Hurricane, and you can print it actually online.
What's footsies?
Footsies basically, like, me and you, we're fighting, right? It's think of it as MMA. So you're fighting, you're trying to establish, and you kind of like, you throw a punch. You try to do like a jab, but you whiff, but you don't leave yourself open to the point to where you're open for an attack.
Yeah.
That's basically what footsies is like, the
kind of like
general,
filling it out.
Yeah, filling it out, your space, establishing your space,
Yeah.
and trying to dominate where you at.
Yeah.
In neutral, because MMA, boxing, they're in a neutral state. So when they're moving around, it's kind of like in fighting games in 2D, you're moving back and forth.
Yeah.
So you whiff a light attack to try to like establish like what is the person going to do.
Yeah. Yeah. You're filling out process.
Yeah, and then once you establish that momentum and that dominance, then you just go in and attack.
Yeah.
And that's what I've learned, and I didn't even think about that. Then there's frame data, like basically if something's like really negative, if you have a move that's like say my move is like 3 frames on startup, right? And your move is -7 and I block it. My move that's 3 frames fast, can punish your move because you -7.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
And at that time, I just played off of feel.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really start looking at frame data until later in the Street Fighter 4 series.
Yeah.
And stuff. So it's a lot to it.
Yeah, really getting like to the analytics of it, dude.
Yeah, when you break it down, like, it's not just, you're just pushing buttons.
There's
like,
more strategy.
It's more strategy to it. And not only that, there's like, and the thing is too, like, this is kind of vague. It's not 100% accurate, but you can kind of tell a person's personality by how they play.
Yeah.
And if they're real like aggressive, their personality, it could be like really emotional. They're going to play that way in some cases.
Yeah. Competition will really bring out your true self.
Yeah, it
really
can.
Will.
Yeah, like Daigo, for instance, he's real chill. In life, yeah, you see him, he'll drink, chill, eat. And it shows in his gameplay. He's very calm. If he's getting his ass whooped, he doesn't do anything. Like, he'll take risks and be like, oh, why you do that? But the thing is, though, you can't tell that he doesn't show in his face.
He doesn't look like he's freaking out or anything.
Yeah, he has his game face on.
Yeah.
And, sometimes, and that could be a strategy in itself. Like,
yeah.
it's different types of strategies to manipulate
face.
people. Like, if if a person's like going like this, rocking back and forth, and he doing this, you can just go in and just mess him up. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of psychology there.
Oh, I got hit with one, actually. So I was at SoCal Regionals, and I was in the tournament. I wiped everybody. I went to winners finals, and I had to play Snake Eyes, and I lost to him. He ended up getting fourth at that tournament, but he beat me, and I was playing against this guy named June the Baboon from SoCal. He was a Kim player. Okay. He sat like further back, and he was watching my hands. That's a strategy too.
Huh.
So if somebody's looking at your hands, like, if you push a button, they can react and try to counter what you're doing.
Based off that button.
Yeah. Oh, I would tell you, like, it's a lot of funny stories that I could tell you in the fighting game community that are funny to me. But a buddy of mine, JJJ, we called him, he had like a long name, so we just called him JJJ. But he did a money match with Daigo, and he picked Dictator, M. Bison, one of the original Street Fighter characters. And it was, he saw his hand. And there's a ultra move that M. Bison can punish Ryu if he throws a fireball.
Okay.
It's the one where he goes full screen and he stomps on you, and he goes into the animation. As soon as he saw the fireball, he went like this, and Daigo looked at him and smirked, and JJJ was just laughing. Because he was like, yeah, I was looking at your hands.
He's like, he knew what was happening.
Yeah, but there's a way to counter that too. You can buy, you can sit side by side of them, or now most of the setups now, if you play on stage, is head to head.
Okay.
But there's another way to counter. Like, people listen to buttons too, so you could fake button press.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you set your buttons to no function.
It's getting deep.
So you set it to no function, and sometimes I would do this, and you push a button, and I'd be like, "Yep,
gotcha,"
and gotcha. And I used to get hit with that all the time. It was this cat named Rex, man. He used to hit me with that all the time. I'll try to come back, and I'll do my super move. And as soon as he gets close to me, I hear him push the button, and he didn't push shit. He pushed the no function button. And that's when I started learning about that.
Oh.
But I gotten keen to, like, tuning that out now.
Yeah.
I don't even listen to button presses anymore.
Yeah.
But there's another way to counter that, too. You can get silent buttons. You can get the stick with silent buttons. You don't hear the clicking.
Yeah.
And you can even do it to the stick, because when you move the stick, you hear that clicking sound.
Yeah.
But you can get the silent stick gate.
You got to be really trained to, like, listen to that shit.
Yeah, I'm not good at that. I'm going to be honest. I'll be the first one to push a button, and you actually did something, and I get DP'd for it, like Dragon Punch, or get killed by a super. But, no, I just, like, it's a lot of stuff to it.
Yeah.
That is very interesting to me. And it's not for everybody, but, like, I think it's really, really cool.
Yeah.
And what's funny is like we were talking about programming. There is quite a few fighting game players that are programmers because they look at it like a fighting game. You solve a problem.
Yeah.
And you know how when you do a code, if it doesn't work, you keep trying this. It's kind of like when you're in the lab in training mode. As soon as the game comes out, you try to do combos. Well, will this work? Okay, it works on this character, but will it work on this character?
Yeah.
And sometimes that's not the case. You got to do a different combo. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, figure out the algorithm.
It's different. Like, it's like programming. You keep doing it until you find a solution. And it's like process of elimination.
Yeah.
You take this move out, try to do this move. Will it work? And it may not work. I mean, I used to spend, like, hours trying to find, like, practice combos and, like, do that. And I don't do it as much now because Samurai Showdown, it's a game that's easy to pick up, but I think it's going to be harder to master. Because anybody can pick it up, and you really don't have to be that much knowledgeable in matchups. You just need to know what's really punishable.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Punishable in what way? What do you mean? Like what's going to give, like, the most damage?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, what's punishable, know your character's weaknesses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because there are tiers, and what a tier is basically separates, you know, like, who's good, who's S tier, who's A tier, B tier, C tier, and on down.
Yeah.
And if you got the S tier character, that means he pretty much has pretty much almost all the tools. The only weakness would be probably about, like, a handful of characters that could just outright counterpick him.
Yeah.
And that's usually the downfall with an S tier character. they have a lot of good matchups, but they have that one very bad matchup.
Just so blurred, like just obviously bad for them.
Yeah, it's obviously bad.
Yeah.
And and it's a strategy in itself picking characters too. Because I'm not going in there as a specialist. I'm done with that. I work too hard. I'm done choosing that path of struggling because you struggle when you play only one character.
Yeah.
Unless the character is really good.
Yeah, because you have to be so good with that character.
Yeah, you have to be. And it's a lot of homework you got to do. You got matchup knowledge when you can just counterpick.
Yeah.
So I'm playing 3 characters. I'm playing Genjiro, Hamaru. Those are the 2, like the original. They're a part of the original cast of Samurai Showdown.
Okay.
And I'm playing Jubei. He was also, I don't even know when he was. I know he's in one of the older games, but I don't know if he was the original cast. I can't remember.
Okay.
But I know Hamaru. Those are the 3 characters I'm playing, so I'm coming there with a deck.
That's a good strategy.
Yeah, it's a good strategy. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's pride, but pride don't get you anywhere in competing.
No, you just got to put that ego to the side.
You have to, man.
Yeah.
If you want to win, you do what it takes to win.
Yeah.
And that's basically what I'm doing. I mean, Genjiro is is probably the best character in the game. I'm gonna tell you something. There was a tournament in Japan that just happened with Samurai Showdown. Okay. All top 8 was Genjiro.
Oh wow!
And the person that won the tournament doesn't even own the game.
That's gotta be frustrating for the people who like religiously like play that game.
Well, see, in Japan though, fighting games is like a thing to them.
Yeah.
Like gaming, like they have arcades. Arcades are still alive over there. And the thing is, like, some of them play like older games and transition to the fighting game, so it transitions.
Yeah, it's like the Matrix. It's like you figure out how to read it and you can just apply it across the board.
Yeah, you can apply it across the board, like everything. So
yeah, dude, I think it's cool how you like so many people, and I don't want to like just give like this broad sweeping like generalization of people who game, but like I feel like there are probably a good number of them who live in the game, like not so much like in this world, like the real world, you know what I mean? Like they don't take care of their health, or maybe they're just not like as successful in real life as they want to be. So like they get that through the game, and you see it all the time. Like when like World of Warcraft was so big, like people are fucking dying because like they just neglect everything to play their game. But
that is true.
But you like take like this game situation, you're like, it makes you like a better person outside of the gaming world too. It seems. You know what I mean?
I've learned to be more patient,
more balanced.
Yeah, and then with the health about that, like, and I can attest to that. Like, it wasn't the fact that I was just like, I wasn't doing anything else, but there would be times where like lack of sleep.
Yeah,
you know what
sleep
I'm saying?
Is so important for your
and
health.
Eating, like, we would just get like Jack in the Box tacos because it'd be late. You know what I'm saying? You go
2 tacos for $1, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Get some Red Bull or something.
Get like 30 tacos with ranch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we would and that's the thing. I want to start to eat better because it's also better for your performance in gaming.
Yeah, man. The healthier you are, your mind works.
Yeah, if your mind is not sharp, and a lot of people are getting on this kick because if your mind is not sharp, you won't perform as well. You'll be sluggish in making decisions.
Yeah.
Like, I've dealt with it before. I used to, like, just eat before I play. Now I have this thing to where if I do eat, I'll eat something light.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to feel sleepy.
Right.
And I'll drink a lot of water, more so now. And then not only that, too, make sure you get sleep.
Yeah.
Because some people have a tradition to where they don't even sleep. Some people are like that.
Yeah.
And I think he's starting to catch up with this player, too. He's a top player. He's known in the Guinness Book of Justin Wong. But, because
catch up.
And there was and he probably sleeps more now, but, because we getting older, man. Like, when we was younger, of course you could do that.
Yeah, you bounce back fast when you're young.
Yeah,
man.
and that's what I'm saying. And the thing about it is like, because when I used to play, like I said, late at night, up like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning.
Easily.
I don't do that no more. Like, I don't do it because I'm 34, man. Like, I cannot do that.
The next day you feel it, man.
Yeah, you feel it. And the thing is, like, it's really important, like, exercising. Like, a lot of the players now, like, they'll post vids of them exercising. Some people make tweets that I follow on FGC, like, yo, take care of your mental health.
Yeah.
Exercise. Eat. Everybody's on the health kick because there's a lot of people that are working out now.
Yeah, there's probably, like, a big niche in that space now of, like, healthy gamers.
Yeah, because they see that they know if they want to do this, it's like with everything else you do, you got to be healthy.
And for longevity, for sure.
Yeah, for longevity, too,
man.
not just for gaming.
Yeah, well, not even just for, like, a singular, like, tournament, but for, like, your whole career of gaming, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. Like, and the thing is, it could slow you down. Your reaction's not as fast not as fast.
Right.
And so that's basically because I actually wanted to talk to you too. Like, if you have any recommendations of like food prep.
Yeah.
Because when we get back from Vegas, because we going ham. My girlfriend and I, we going nuts.
Yeah, go enjoy that.
We're going to enjoy that.
Too many good places to eat in Vegas.
Yeah, but when we go back, we're actually going to be back like on that shit.
Yeah, man. We'll connect. We'll go over some stuff, man, for sure.
Yeah, because I wanted, like, I'm open to any advice. Like, I got a juicer, like, because I want to get into juicing and stuff.
Juicing's cool. I mean, I always just look at it. I just try to keep it as simple as possible.
See, that's what I want to do. I don't want to do anything complicated or nothing like that.
Anything that's going to last. You know what I mean? Longevity. So, like, lots of water, which you talked about.
Yeah, lots of water.
Getting your sleep. Like, sleep is the number one most important thing. Like, anytime I'm talking to people, I'm always like, how much sleep do you get? Because if you don't get sleep, it doesn't matter if you exercise or eat well. If you don't get sleep, none of it matters.
It doesn't. You actually gain weight, lack of sleep.
Yeah.
Not to mention, too, your brain doesn't function as well.
Yeah.
Not to mention, too, your immune system breaks down, too.
Yeah.
And also, too, a nice thing about...
Had a light go out. No, it's all good.
But yeah, Stranger Things.
That's what it is.
Yep,
Aliens.
Season 4.
The damn Russians.
Yep, season 4. Let's get it. But anyway, that's a good show, by the way.
It is a good show, dude.
I binge watched it when it came out.
Me too.
4th of July. Yeah.
I was actually I stayed up all night watching it. I couldn't sleep that night.
Oh, I tried and I had to go to sleep because you know I'm a movie head, so I had to go to the movies in the morning. I was like, I tried, but I couldn't do it. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Before I get to the movie thing, dude, have you thought about setting up like a Twitch account or something?
I already have Twitch.
You have Twitch?
Mm-hmm. I don't really. Well, no. Oh, I know what you mean. I was thinking of Twitter. I'm sorry.
No, like Twitch.
Not Twitch. No, I don't stream. I haven't thought about streaming because it's a lot of hours you got to put in that.
That's true.
I just don't have the time for that.
Some people get paid off of that.
Yes,
though.
they do.
You get sponsorships off of that.
Yeah, it's about who you know. You got to have a brand. You got to be able to you have to be able to know how to promote yourself because not anybody can do it.
Yeah.
Some people do it for fun. I get it.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with it. But if you really want to make it, you got to have a brand. You got to be able to promote yourself. Have a personality. That's like the number one thing.
Yeah.
If you are boring, good luck.
Yeah, because people want to hear the comment. Like, as you're speaking, they want to hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
I mean, as you're playing, they want to hear what your commentary
or just
is.
anything, or play music. There's some people that play, music. They have, playlist requests.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you get, the viewers involved, make them feel like they're a part of the stream instead of just viewing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they in your space with you.
They're with you.
So
there's a fighter named Demetrius Johnson. He's a 125-pounder. He used to be the UFC champion, and I think he fights in, ONE FC in, I think, Japan or somewhere, maybe China. Either way.
Mm-hmm.
So outside of fighting, he has a what the fuck? Stitcher? What the fuck are we talking about? Twitch. Has a Twitch account.
Yeah.
I brought it up. He has a Twitch account, and he just makes bank just off of gaming. People just like to watch him play.
But see, he has that platform.
Yeah, well, people know who he is.
Yeah, and that's the thing. But see, that's an example of what I was talking about.
Yeah.
And then you got some people that are not even competitive gamers that are just got a following.
Yeah, man.
They have a huge following. Like Maximilian, check him out. He's a YouTuber, and he makes a lot of money off of YouTube. He does content. Well, it was something with that, but I don't know. I'm not gonna go into details because I don't know 100% with that.
Yeah.
But he's on Twitch. And he basically has a lot of viewers and followers on Twitch. But he did have a huge following as a YouTuber, doing video game content, fighting game content, and so forth.
Dude, my kids are always on YouTube watching other kids play games. So much. This is so popular, so much so it's now on regular cable.
Yeah, ESPN had Street Fighter 5 at Evo. When I went to the Evo, when the first tournament for Street Fighter 5 for Evo took place, top 8 was on ESPN.
That's cool. My kids are watching Disney Channel, and they're watching somebody play Fortnite.
Yeah, it's a bubble. Man, my best friend and I, we were talking, and he was like, man, these kids got it so easy when it comes to gaming. If we had the reactions, because these kids have reactions, they're younger, their health is on par more so, even though they're eating junk food, but they're younger.
Yeah.
And their reactions is on point. They can win all this money.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
And it's crazy. And they have the free time to do it.
The free time, you don't appreciate it when you're young. When you have nothing else to do but whatever you want to do.
Yeah, and it's just like insane. Like, but yeah, man. But the movies though.
Yeah.
Movies. That's where it's at.
Dude, I'm gonna go. I haven't seen that new Lion King yet.
I saw it.
What'd you think?
It was just okay.
Just okay.
It was just like the movie. It was some parts out, but it was literally overall like the movie.
I just heard like this, just visually, it was just so really like stunning.
Yeah, it was good. I will give you that because the guy that directed it did Iron Man 1 and 2 and Jungle Book. He's the one that played Happy.
Oh, okay.
The guy that's in the Avengers, he's the director. He also has a movie he did called The Chef, where he opened up a food truck.
God, what the fuck is his name?
I forgot his name, and I should know it.
I'm gonna look it up because I love that movie, The Chef.
Yeah, he has The Chef show.
I watched it.
That is good.
Yeah, man. He's been making movies forever. I think. Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's been in the business for a while, even along with being an actor. And visually, Lion King was really good. Yeah. The fight scene between Scar and Simba was really on point.
Was it?
I still like the cartoon better because Scar was coming through the fire.
Oh yeah.
But they didn't do that. I was a little disappointed, but the overall fight scene was good. It was dope.
I still haven't seen. I think he's like, oh yeah, John Farva.
Yeah, John Farva. Yeah,
he's really.
Yeah,
good.
He seems like he's a good guy too. Like he's really cool. Like watching his content, like because he likes cooking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he had like the people from the Avengers on there. Even the Russo brothers was on there on the one episode.
Yeah.
But but movies, man. Like I love going to the movies. Like I got the A-list program for AMC because I go so much.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It's like $20 a month.
It pays for itself when you go.
And you can see 3 consecutive movies in 1 week, and it doesn't matter if it's the same or if it's a new one. So there's no blackouts, and blackouts basically like you have to wait a week.
Yeah.
You know, but I can see, and I can also see a 3D.
Oh, really?
Dolby Atmos if the theater has it.
Yeah.
No extra fee.
That's dope.
But the only catch is though you can't watch. I think what it was is if you get one that's 7 o'clock on one day, you can't get the same movie or a different movie on the same time or something like that. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to like be sporadic with the times.
Yeah.
But it's really cool, man. Like
I wish I had more time to go to the movies, dude.
Man, movies is everything. Like some people don't like. I don't like being around a lot of people, or I don't like go by myself. I go by myself a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to be talking to whoever you go with anyway.
But and the cool thing is, see, I go for the interaction sometimes because that's why I miss midnight releases. They don't do it, unfortunately. You know, what happened with the shootings with the Batman.
Marvel still does some midnights, don't they?
No, they don't do midnights anymore because I think it's part of the fact I was told they weren't getting a lot of business. But also with the shooting, because that shooting that took place, that was actually at midnight. Yeah. Actually, and the thing is that all the hardcore people are there. That's what I missed.
Yeah.
Like I mean, Workday, Iron Man 2, or something like that.
People in costume, even.
Yeah, people costume or people just there. They requested off. I took days off sometimes to go to a midnight release.
Yeah.
Like that was exciting to me. Grown man excited. Like I didn't care what nobody thought.
Dude, there's something about walking into a movie theater and like smelling the popcorn.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just
like it's never going to get old to me.
Oh man.
And then they got these dine-in joints now. Like
they bring you full-on meals, man.
Yeah, you can get chicken tenders. I mean, you didn't get that back. It was just nachos, hot dogs, and popcorn.
Yeah.
And candy. That was it.
Yeah, now they got everything.
Now they got everything.
If you like to drink,
alcohol.
You can drink even. You got heated seats.
Recliners.
Yeah.
I'm like, you in there. And it's just like, I love that experience. And I would travel like, I'd be like, what you doing? Like every other week, you see my posts on Facebook. I'm at this theater watching this movie. And when it comes to movies, like I have a genre, a specific one I like. I like gangster drama. Like the Prohibition era.
Dude,
like,
some of my favorite.
Yeah, like the Prohibition era, you know. Like anything with mafia, I like.
Yeah, man. Like any Martin Scorsese film.
Yes. Oh, you know he's working on one. It's a Netflix movie.
Yeah.
Al Pacino, Robert De Niro.
Yeah, I saw that, man.
Yeah, I'm
Dude,
looking
Netflix,
forward to that.
They put out some good content.
Not always.
Not always.
They do have some good content.
Almost to a detriment, though. They dumped so much money in content. I think they're actually like in the red as a business. But like,
yeah,
I love comedy. I love stand up comedy.
Oh,
and,
nice,
dude. They used they pump out the stand ups and then.
What are your favorite stand ups you like?
Man, it's just there's so many. Man, I don't really no names really come to mind. Well, like some comedians that I absolutely love, like Joe Coy's like fucking hilarious. Joe Rogan. I was just watching Aziz. His new I don't know his last name. It's Ansari or something. I was just watching.
Oh, he did. He has a show, Master of None.
Master of None's a good show.
Yeah, that is actually really good.
Yeah, no, but I really love like going like in person to comedy. Like,
really? You go to the Funny Bone?
Funny Bone sometimes. I mostly go to Helium.
Oh yeah, I heard of Helium.
Yeah, Helium is pretty cool. Like I went up there. We saw when Joey Diaz was in town. I've actually discovered a few comedians through there. There's one. His name's Shane Moss, and he actually has a podcast. And it's mostly like science based. He goes and talks to like a lot of different researchers, like as he's going around the country. He's actually pretty funny. But yeah, I don't know, man. Bill Burr, he's another hilarious one. Ton of hilarious comics.
Have you seen comedians in cars getting coffee?
Yeah.
That is so
Jerry Seinfeld.
good. Like, it's really, I learned a lot that I did not know. Like, I like Steve Martin, but I did not know he was a stand-up comedian.
Dude,
that's how he started his career.
Yeah, dude.
And it was during the time
Dan
with
Aykroyd
the Vietnam.
as well.
Yeah, I knew Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
But the Vietnam War era, that's when he was doing it. And then he stopped because he felt that was just a time that ran its course after that. And he even wrote a book on how to be a comedian.
Yeah.
But I had no idea that he did that. And I was just like, I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was like, and then they showed his stand-up like back in the 70s. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, that was crazy. I did not know he started off. And he was different because he had props. Like, he had like stuff with him. And it wasn't more than him just standing up holding the mic.
Yeah, he was like
a whole different character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So, but yeah, it was comedy. Like, I like comedy, but I'm more partial to the older comedy, like John Candy.
Yeah.
You know, Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, Blues Brothers type stuff.
Yeah, because this new comedy. See, I'm not a fan of stupid funny.
Okay.
You know, I like it when it's just funny and it comes off natural. Like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, you know, Dragnet, Police Academies.
Yeah.
Like, just outright goofy.
Dude, Adam Sandler makes a lot of movies with Netflix. And
yeah, he has been doing that.
Some of those are pretty fucking funny.
Yeah. The one I have the one with Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, his most recent one. Like,
I haven't seen that one.
Murder Mystery, I think.
I'm going to get into that one, but he did another one that was hilarious. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, with her? Yeah.
Not with her. It was another Netflix movie he did that was funny.
I think he has an exclusive deal with them to where all of his movies have all been Netflix movies as of late.
Oh yeah, that's where the money is.
Yeah. What are there any good gangster movies coming out? I feel like that genre is just kind of like slowed down.
Oh yeah, that's the thing about it though. It's like what it didn't slow down like with spy movies. That really slowed down.
Spy movies?
Yeah, spy movies is like an acquired taste, and it's not really it doesn't have like a real good following.
Good spy movies are actually really, really slow.
Yeah, they are. Most Wanted Man, great movie by the way, but it was slow.
Yeah.
But you got to be into that type of stuff.
Yeah, was it like Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy?
That was good.
Really good.
Breach was good.
Yeah.
But the thing is with Mafia, I can't even think of the next one. I think the most recent one that I was really into was Black Mass.
I think I've seen that.
That's what Johnny Depp. He played that true gangster from Boston.
Yeah. Oh, Whitey.
Whitey. Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
That's good.
I haven't seen that one
yet.
yet.
I highly recommend that.
You know what? There's that one, and there's another. There's an older one. It's been probably a few years now. What's his name? Something Hardy? John Hardy? He played these twins.
Oh, Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah, that is Legend.
Yeah, I still haven't.
It's a true story about the twins that were from the UK.
Yeah, I still haven't seen that
was
one.
Good. I saw the original. It was so bad.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually like a remake, basically.
Yeah.
So, but Legend was good. Let's see. Now, this is a show, Boardwalk Empire. I love that show.
You like that? I fell off after season 2. I was so disappointed in that show.
Empire
I need to check it out.
Good.
I know there's like 5 seasons, right?
Yeah, Boardwalk Empire was really, really good. The guy that played Al Capone, I loved him.
Oh, they brought Al Capone into it?
Yeah, I'm saying Michael Myers, not Michael Myers, I'm sorry.
Meyer Lansky.
Maya Lansky, Lucky Luciano.
Yeah. It did have Capone in there, and I remember.
Yeah, that was good, and it kicked off. Like, I love how it kicked off. It was loosely based on Nucky Thompson.
Yeah.
and him basically running the circuit, like running things in Atlantic City, New
Right.
Jersey.
Right.
And they even had A.R. Rothstein in there. I was disappointed that they didn't show him getting assassinated because that's what happened to him. He was like he was a real, like, these characters were real as
people, yeah.
Yeah, he was the one that fixed the World Series.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
Yeah,
I'm like,
man.
okay.
I gotta go back and watch. I feel after season 2 when they killed that
What
one.
disappointed you?
It was a little bit slower than what I was liking. I was like, man, this just isn't gangster enough. And then like the the one dude who was like, he was like the young guy.
He wanted to like get known and stuff. Yeah, Nucky Thompson raised him or something.
He
ended
up getting killed, and then in the second season.
Yeah, he killed him. Nucky Thompson killed him.
Yeah, Nucky killed him, and I'm just like, man, fuck this show, man.
Oh, no, it was more to it. No. I don't want to spoil it because you got to watch it.
I'm going to have to go back. There's only 3 seasons left for me to watch.
Yeah, you got to watch it because I'm not going to spoil it because there's actually something to that, to him killing him.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have to go back and watch that.
It doesn't just end with him killing him.
So I assume you've seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Are you a Quentin Tarantino fan?
You know what's funny? I'm not really, but I've seen some of his movies.
Dude, I love him.
I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's something about, I can't even think. It's one of those situations where you don't like something, but you don't know why.
You don't know why it just doesn't jive with you, huh?
Yeah, and I like Django. I didn't like Hateful Eight. I didn't care for that.
Yeah, that one was kind of so-so, but like, I mean, I love some of his classics, like Pulp Fiction is fucking
I saw,
amazing.
maybe it was because I didn't watch it when I was growing up, because it came out around a time where I should have been watching it.
Yeah.
So I watched it like recently, like a few years ago, and I'm like, people, what was so great about this?
I still love it. Dude,
I was just like, what?
One of my favorite scenes is one of the most racist scenes of all time. It is one of my fucking favorite scenes of all. Quentin Tarantino says, did you see a sign that says "dead nigger storage" here?
Oh, I remember that. Oh my god, man! I was like,
and he's talking
what?
to Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I am going to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I heard that was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, it came out this week.
Just came out. Yeah, man. I heard it was amazing.
Yeah.
I heard like because Brad Pitt's in there.
Yep.
And Leonardo DiCaprio. And I heard those two are fucking amazing.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it. I wonder if they're going to bring up the Charles Manson.
Maybe. I mean, it's
because because the one that plays Sharon Tate, the actress.
I don't know.
She plays Tate. The one that was, murdered.
Yeah,
the actress
with all that stuff.
Yeah, man. And I wonder if he's gonna bring that up.
I don't know.
Isn't it Sharon Tate?
I don't know.
It should be. I should know this. Actually, I feel bad that I'm second guessing myself on it.
You want to know who in the movie, or you want to know?
Just the character that she playing. She was a real life person that got killed, because she was the wife of that guy that did The Pianist, the director.
Yeah, Sharon Tate.
Yeah, Sharon Tate. Yeah, she was the wife of the director of The Pianist.
Okay.
Yeah, she was pregnant at the time when she got. Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch this movie.
Yeah, I'm going to watch that. I'm going to definitely check that out, man.
It's supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, it's a lot of. What else is supposed to come out? Because it's August now, and like I've seen all the. Yeah, August is like actually the dry spell for movies is February. I call it "fuck you" February.
Oh yeah,
because they drop like one hot movie, and then after that, it's ain't nothing else. They'll drop movies, but it's like, what the fuck is this shit?
Nothing's going on.
But that's why I call that. And August is they still got some sleepers. I do like the fall releases.
Yeah,
because there be some good movies that people overlook, and I be like, I tend to get into those movies. Because now there have been times where if you ever caught me posting, like I see movies at weird times during the week, I get free passes, advanced screenings.
Oh.
You can go to gofobo.com, GOFOBO. It's free to sign up. You just submit your email, create a login, create an account, and you basically you got to look at your email, whichever email you use. Because once you get it, you better access and claim the passes, because you will miss out. The event will be full. Now you have a chance to get on the waiting list if they have anything available. Like, I kid you not, Spotlight, the true story about the priest and the child molestation in Boston.
I watched that. That's a fantastic
good movie with Michael Keaton. But when I got the email, I looked at my phone and saw it. I got it. click on it, claim passes, it was full.
Oh,
that's how fast it was.
Fast.
It doesn't happen that often. I even had it where I had even waited for some hours, even a day, and still claimed the pass, but the movie wasn't that popular. But the only thing is, you have to be there first, like early as possible, because it's first come, first serve, because they'll fill up.
Yeah.
And also, too, you have to go that day. Usually it's like in the middle of the week. On mostly Tuesdays and Wednesdays is when they have the early screenings.
Kind of when they're like slower.
Yeah,
at the movie
they'll have
theater.
the early screenings.
Yeah.
So
do you ever go to like any of the like the like the movie I don't know what the hell, why I just drew a blank. Oh, like the film festivals?
I want to go. I've never been to a film festival. The one I want to go to is Cannes.
Yeah.
In France.
That'd be dope.
I want to go to that just for the simple fact that that's like the biggest, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know, maybe.
I think that's if it's the biggest, if not one of the biggest.
It's one of them. I know like Sundance is pretty big.
Sundance is really good.
Yeah.
I think South by Southwest.
Yeah, they got stuff going.
Yeah.
South by Southwest is such an amazing thing because it's like movies and music.
Oh, they even had a tournament there.
Oh, really? Dude,
yes.
Austin's my favorite city. I'm when my kids go there, I'm 100% leaving St. Louis and moving to
Really?
Austin.
I've never been to Austin.
I went to Austin 4 times last year.
I've been to Dallas. I love Dallas, man. 2 Koreatowns, for one. Good places to eat.
Yeah, it's a
we
huge
talked about
city.
gyros. Like, they got a Greek restaurant there. It's so good. I had flaming cheese. So good.
That sounds good.
Oh, my God.
I love cheese.
Yeah, cheese is so good.
Oh, man, bro.
I'm hungry now. I'm about to go to that Mediterranean spot, bro.
Yeah, well, let's wrap this up, dude. We've been going for a little bit. Dude, this has been such a great conversation. I really appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this was cool. Like, and I was like, yeah, I see you doing your thing. And I'm like, cool. And then when you hit me up, I was like, oh, for real? I was like, yeah, that's what's up.
Man, I'm trying to sit with all sorts of interesting people, dude. And I don't know any other fucking, like, you're like a professional gamer, bro.
Yeah, I'm not a professional now. Hobby. This is a hobby. Nothing professional going on around here. But, like, I enjoy it. Like, it teaches you, like, if you ever get into fighting games, to whoever's watching and listening, like, it's fun. And just make sure you have fun playing if you want to compete. Just make sure you have fun. If you're not having fun, don't push yourself. And I've been in that phase before where I thought about quitting hardcore. Like, I literally would have deep conversations and be pissed.
Burnout.
Like, there were times where I was burnt the fuck out. Like, I couldn't do this shit no more. I'm done. I almost threw my stick in the trash in the tournament, literally.
Whoa.
Like,
that serious?
Yeah, it was that serious because, like, it's an investment. But the thing is, though, overall, like, with fighting games, where I learned also to adapt. You learn how to adapt.
Yeah.
And with life, you adapt.
That's important for life, yeah.
Yep. So that's it.
So if folks want to check you out, like, what's the best way to look you up? Or?
I mean, really, Twitter, because I'm not active on social media like that for real. Yeah. I'm not one of these, like, I don't have, like, a cult following. I just have the people that I know I'm cool with, acquaintances and stuff like that. So
Twitter's probably the best spot.
Yeah, Twitter's the best spot. I'll put German Luger.
Yeah,
I can actually send you my link later on.
I'll look it up. Don't worry. I do it for all of them. All my show notes. I'm looking at everything up.
Yeah, you'll find me. But yeah, usually like I'm on Twitter and I'm on Facebook, and I do have an Instagram account. So you already know that.
Yeah.
You got that.
Oh, dude, I'm on there. Yeah.
So I got the Instagram. So, but yeah, man.
And is it at just German Luger? I don't. Is that your handle on those? For people
no,
who are listening
NES
right now?
the one that you on Instagram is NES nerd, something like that.
But on Twitter.
On Twitter, it's actually German_Luger 314.
Okay.
But the E's and you can just hit like the @ sign and just pull up German Luger, but type G3R and it should pop up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll put these in the show notes, but for the folks listening, they might want to like do it right now as they're listening.
Yeah, exactly. So.
All right, my man. Well, hey, I appreciate it, and everybody, I'll catch you next time.
I'll catch y'all later. Peace.